Hi, my name is Joanna. Today, I have the pleasure to guide you through the JCI European Development Council Toolkit. It's a set of tools and initiatives that you can use in your organizations of JCI on the national and local level. So let's get started. As you can see, the JCI European Development Council Toolkit can be used by members on all levels of organization, on the national and local level, and also by the members who are new to the organization and they want to learn how they can develop and help others grow. My name is Joanna. I'm the JCI EDC Councilor for National and Local Collaboration. I was formerly also the National President of JCI Poland for 2 years, currently immediate past President of National Board. So I'm really happy to bring in the experience of the research and several projects and trials that we have also introduced in Poland to see how we can help the organization grow and bring in new members. And this journey actually helps me connect with the experienced senators and members from other countries. So I really do encourage you to speak with your colleagues during the European President's meeting, because it's the precious source of information, of best practices and connections that can help your organizations grow. I'm very excited to be able to share these experiences with you, but also to learn from yourselves and your points of view and your experiences. So who can support you in JCI Europe? As you may know, JCI Europe is the so-called Area D. You can reach out here to EDC, that is the European Development Council, as well as to the vice presidents who are coordinated by the executive vice president assigned to Europe. And these are the people who are volunteering their time and experience to help your organizations grow, develop, bring in new members, and that's their primary role. So do not hesitate to reach out and communicate what are your challenges. The sooner you can do it, the faster you can receive the support and feedback. As you can see, as JCI Europe, we also have our entity, which is based in Germany. JCI Europe EV is helping us organize the formal side and the administration. And under this entity, we have the structure of EVP vice presidents and the European Development Council chair. We have partnership appointee and various committees and the treasurer, along with the general legal counsel. So these are the people who are coordinating the activities of on the administrative level. What is EDC, European Development Council? It's a part of the structure present globally in JCI, and each area, each region has its own development council that is meant to assist the development of national organizations and their membership. In terms of quantity and quality, the main goal is to assist the growth, the skills boosting, and the ways of attracting new members, candidates, and communicating with partners. The Growth and Development Committee is appointed by the President of JCI, and the development councillors are elected by the national presidents at the General Assembly. So the current team of JCI European Development Council has been elected by the General Assembly of the World Congress of JCI Yokohama last year in November, and we will be serving in these roles till the end of December. The objectives are actually defined by our internal documentation. You will receive this handout, so there's no need to go point by point through these formal rules. However, if you have any specific questions to these rules, do not hesitate to ask the questions directly. As you can see, in order to be elected for the JCI EDC, we have a number of requirements, and it is highly recommended that the EDC members are the experienced national officers. This is the experience they can volunteer and contribute to your countries, and that's the perspective that they're bringing in. So hopefully this can be also useful for developing your own countries. So what are the tools of EDC? These are several opportunities created by EDC, but also those that already exist internationally, and the opportunities that we can encourage and facilitate in the direct communication with you as the member organizations. The first opportunity is the health checklist. That's actually a document, an Excel file that includes a number of indicators of whether or not the organization is doing well. And by filling out this form at the beginning of the year, which we encourage, you can check the status of your local organization. As the national board, you can actually understand what's the general situation in your country if you ask all your local presidents to fill it out. So then you collect this information, you can have it as a reporting tool and use it to plan the strategy, identify the strengths and weaknesses, then show your members how they can improve their activities and use the opportunities they might not even know about. If you use it at the beginning of the year, then you can use it again at the end of the year to see if there has been progress. And this will be a great tool and great feedback for your successors to be used for the next year. The next possibility you can use is the EDC mentoring program. The first pilot program was launched last year for 6 months, a great success. This contributed to improving the activities on the local and national level. It allowed to connect members with senators and the active members from other countries. This sharing of experience was based on the best practices as well as the direct personal relations. So many of the mentees and mentors actually remained in touch, and they will be still working together, helping each other, and also simply being friends, because JCI is also about connecting amongst people. So as the pilot program was a success, this year we're actually prolonging this program for the 10 months time, going from February to December, and helping the mentees and mentors work together from February. The matchmaking process has already been completed. It started 2 months ago, and now it's the time to actually put it in action. And the mentors and mentees will be identifying the areas that they need the support with and working on implementing the necessary steps and changes. And after this year, there will be the summary of the program that can help the organizations draw conclusions and also give a very practical feedback to the mentors on what's needed and what other support can be provided through their experience or inviting their colleagues to cooperate. We encourage you to use a similar logic and similar system in your countries and the national and the local level. As EDC, we are happy to share best practices, explain how to structure and plan this program and the entire process. It can be very helpful for you to connect with the national organizations in Europe, but also to actually have a very local focus. So if you're a local organization and you need to activate your former members, senators for improving your growth, you can do it through the mentoring program. If you would like to connect with other local organizations and use their expertise, their existing relationships, partnerships that you can exchange amongst each other, you can create this mentoring program together, focused around the needs of your organization. If the national organization wants to improve the communication flow and the best practices sharing, it can also launch a mentoring program on the national level. So the possibilities are basically endless, and we are happy to support this process for implementing this in your countries. Another opportunity to consider is the partnerships, opportunities, and business. As you know, there is a lot of focus on business nowadays because JCI really feels responsible for contributing to the empowerment of the economy and the entrepreneurs, who are a large portion of our members across the globe. So there are already several partnerships in place on the global level, but also on the national levels. And you can also speak with other national presidents to see if you can find synergies and collaborate. If you would like to take the global approach in terms of the existing partnerships, you can use, for example, the opportunities which have been highlighted during the World Congress by JCI Yokohama. We had there 4 official partners who are open for cooperation on also local levels, where they have their local entities. That includes the International Chambers of Commerce, World Business Angels Forum, which is the organization that gathers the business angels, investors who are looking for the interesting projects and opportunities to collaborate with, to invest in. And that's definitely a very interesting opportunity for your business-oriented members, and the value added you can offer them, saying that JCI actually has access to real capital, real expertise. You can actually support your members by explaining to them that they have the opportunity to connect with the investors, capital providers, and the business mentors who can help bring their business forward. There's also ISEC, which is the organization working closely with JCI for a number of years, of very similar values and structures, just with a slightly different target group, meaning the people who are up to 30 years of age. And very often the activity of ISEC members stops around 22, 25 years old once they graduate from their studies in universities, but they are still looking for the opportunities to grow as leaders, as entrepreneurs, and JCI is actually a natural choice for them. So one of the ways for you to connect with ISEC is to show the possibilities that JCI offers and organize projects, showcases that can attract the experienced leaders and actually strengthen JCI structures as well. It's a natural partnership because of all these synergies. The other partnership was with BNI, which is Business Network International. That's the private company present globally that helps business people connect. Typically on the local level in local chapters, but under the pandemic, they actually opened up to the online world and have been holding the international sessions all over the world. The point is to find business partners and get recommendations. It's a business structure, so it's not a NGO, but maybe your members would like to see how they can also connect with that environment to empower their own businesses. The other opportunity that EDC offers is the Online Growth and Development Academy. It was done for the first time online last year, and with great success by the team of 2020. It gathered participants from Europe and from outside Europe. It allowed people to connect internationally and exchange experiences, create projects together. The Academy included a number of training sessions held over 12 weeks, the workshop and coffee corner sessions where people could meet to catch up and exchange experiences, work on projects together. And there have been a number of homeworks that allowed us as participants to understand better the tools and opportunities that can be used in JCI. We highly encourage this opportunity for your members on any level. We had national board members as well as the new members who wanted to understand the organization a little better. All people were very happy about connecting with each other. It's also a great opportunity for your trainers in your organizations to provide values. So it's not only the opportunity to learn, but also the opportunity to teach and share experiences. So one of the personal growth opportunities that can be used by your members. We're currently working on the next round of Online Growth and Development Academy. Please do let us know if you have any specific issues, questions that you would like to understand better that could be included in the program of Academy. We're open to craft the program according to your feedback and the needs that you declare to our team. The European Presidents' Meeting is a great opportunity for you to connect, to be engaged in the General Assembly, in the formal part of being active in JCI, and also a series of workshops, training sessions that help you see JCI from a new perspective. This event is co-organized by the EDC and vice presidents together with the invited guests and members. And we hope that this opportunity will show you the new directions where you can go. The trainings that are developed by EDC are focusing around the academies, but they can also be adapted to the ongoing circumstances. And that's what we have identified and noticed with regards to the need to hold the leadership soft skills session. It's actually something that addresses the issues of communication, of conflict resolution, and the aspect of handling the delicate situations with your members as a team leader. We see that several trainings of JCI which are provided officially are not necessarily adapted to the current situation, which is much more challenging and creates new context, new situations that are very often difficult to work with and deal with. That's why you will have the opportunity to also participate in the leadership soft skills session, which will follow after the European Presidents' Meeting. We're also organizing the communication around the regional GDAs. Due to the sanitary circumstances, the regional growth and development academies will be coordinated amongst EDC, national organizations and local organizations. We recommend that the participants are from the same area close by, just within a short driving distance, because this will allow them to comply with the public law requirements under the challenging sanitary situation. As EDC, we're happy to coordinate this process and also recruit the trainers to hold such sessions. We are coordinating the communication amongst all the national organizations. So also, if you have any trainers in your teams, in your organizations that want to get experience and want to hold such trainings, reach out to our team. We will then keep them in the loop concerning the possible options of providing such trainings. It's also an interesting opportunity for them. Another aspect that you can include in your organization is JCI RISE initiative. It's an umbrella initiative that can be assigned to several projects that you already do in your organization, but it's also an incentive for your members to create completely new projects which are addressing the three main aspects, which is business empowerment, workforce empowerment, including entrepreneurship, so leadership in organizations rather than running the independent business, and mental health. As you know, businesses currently are going through difficult situations. The members of JCI are very often the business owners, business leaders who also have been facing such difficulties. That's why JCI headquarters decided last year to promote the projects that can address those issues and provide actual tangible support to such entrepreneurs. The RISE stands for Rebuild, Invest, Sustain, Evolve, and this can be included in the projects that you organize, in the meetings, podcasts, webinars, and open discussions that are meant to support the three aspects which are the baseline for JCI RISE. We are actually planning the sequence of workshops together with JCI RISE committee composed of members from different continents of JCI to exchange experiences, but also to moderate the sessions that can inspire you to put in action the good ideas that can address the local needs of your communities and your members or potential members. We encourage to look at this as the opportunity to create extra value for the members and see it as a tool for recruiting the new people who can actually see they can learn, they can find support from the business side and broaden their network that can help their business sustain the difficult times of pandemic. We also encourage you to be proactive in organizing projects on the local and national level. We have a number of suggestions how to do it and how to connect also internationally. One of the suggestions is to do monthly JCI leadership meetups. These are the mastermind formats that can be the place to exchange experiences, share challenges, and provide solutions amongst the JCI leaders, and also to invite once in a while a person who can share the success story of building a business, building a network, or having a personal growth experience thanks to JCI. The goal of this initiative is to provide the actual the tools of how you can solve your problems, but also the inspiration. The other aspect to consider is going digital for small and medium enterprises, small and medium businesses. Under the pandemic, many businesses stopped their operations. They don't always know that they can still stay afloat and keep their employees on board if they change a little bit their way of looking at business, and they include more of the online channels, even for the traditional businesses. Going digital is actually one of the opportunities where JCI can find several synergies of the expertise of the members, of the platforms that we already have, or in the partnerships that we have. So this framework can be a way for JCI to have the positive impact on the grassroots level, where step by step we can positively influence the economy and actually help businesses go through the difficult times. And the positive economical impact is something that we all will benefit from. So this is definitely one of the points to address in your activities if you're considering which way to go and how to strategize for this year. Another option that you have is JCI Europe Live. If you want to learn what others are doing, or you want to share your story, you can connect with us and be invited to the broadcast on social media, where we're sharing the interviews, conversations, and discussions with members across Europe that can also be the potential partners for your organization. You can connect and see how you can collaborate. Another opportunity you can consider is the cooperation projects between the national organizations and local organizations in all combinations possible. So amongst different countries, amongst the organization within the same country, as well as local organizations around Europe. The point of this type of cooperation is to find synergies, help each other go through the projects using the strengths of each other, and also show the added value for your partners if you show that the project has a larger scale and has a bigger target group than if you have been doing this in your own scope locally. This is also the area where we can support, organize workshops, exchanges, and facilitate the process of helping you work together. And we are available to organize such sessions at your individual requests. So all you need to do is to contact us. The other opportunity is the upcoming JCI website new platform, which will help everyone connect globally on the international level, business level, and also share resources, share experiences. The headquarters is working currently on a new website that will create the opportunities for our members to connect globally on the direct level, business level, internationally, and also to share useful resources and events. So this is also an opportunity that you can consider for your countries, either as the user of the platform or as the contributor to the platform, and use it as a tool for sharing your own content. The EDC portfolios are built around a few very practical aspects. These are intensive support, impact and promotion, national and local cooperation, and skills boosting in new organizations. As you can see, we have a great team of experienced people that is now led by Jana Havličková from Czech Republic. Jana was a national president of Czech Republic and currently coordinates the workflow of EDC, together with our great assistant to EDC, Hans Peter from JCI Netherlands, a very experienced JCI member who has gone through several roles of JCI nationally and internationally, including the former experience of national president of JCI the Netherlands a few years ago. So we have a very strong support that helps us keep the continuity of the EDC works. The portfolio I am in charge of is called National and Local Collaboration. And as you can see, it evolves around cooperating with the countries on the national and local level. I will not be going into detail of every portfolio. You will receive the handouts of this presentation for your own analysis. It's just to give you the general overview of who is in charge of what types of activities. I am in charge of being the contact person between the national organizations and EDC, especially the coordination of the great team of growth and development officers from the 30 countries that we already have in our group. And we are working on helping them develop the membership growth and development tools for their own countries. For any questions relating to the communication between EDC and your countries, I'm happy to connect you with the right people within EDC or internationally. Next portfolio is called Intensive Support. It's led by Alexandra from JCI Romania and Laurence from JCI Belgium, both with a great experience on the national level. So their role is to help the organizations that are struggling. This can mean actually any type of struggle, from financial side through the drop of membership numbers, through the issues relating to the members recruitment. If your organization is struggling, whether it's national or local level, do let us know. They are there to help you solve these problems individually, but they need to know that there is an issue that needs to be addressed. And next opportunity for you to work with EDC is skills boosting. It's a portfolio which is coordinated by Heidi from JCI Norway. Heidi is very involved currently in running several trainings for the organizations that have already requested these. So if you are looking for the opportunities to participate in the Growth and Development Academies or the tailored trainings for your needs, let us know. Heidi can coordinate the preparation of such trainings, recruit the trainers that can provide such a value, as well as also run such trainings if requested. The other portfolio is Impact and Promotion, coordinated by Marcus from JCI Malta. Marcus is the formal national president of JCI Malta, with a great dedication for structuring communication, structuring tools, and with the pragmatic approach of keeping everyone informed. So this also includes the possibility of passing on the information about interesting opportunities coming in your countries. And so if you have such a need for sharing this kind of information, let us know. Marcus will see how EDC can help you out with that. The other opportunity is the new organizations portfolio. coordinated by Grigory from JCI Russia, former national president of JCI Russia. Grigory is helping out with establishing new organizations. This can be a local or a national organization, and the point of this portfolio is actually to focus on what is needed when a completely new organization is going to be affiliated. It's the most often a local organization that wants to join the national organization. And if you need the support of the best practices, structures, recommendations, Grigory is a person that can help you. If you have any people interested in setting up JCI in a new country to create a new country organization for JCI, Grigory can actually also support that process. So please connect with us to follow the next steps so that we can prepare the grounds for the application for affiliation. It's obviously a long process with several requirements, but it's best to start as early as possible. So to sum up, these are the main possibilities that you can use within JCI Europe. These are not the only possibilities. Something that we can provide as the members of EDC and in cooperation with you as the members and officers. And just to recap, the people that can help you are the EDC councillors who are focusing on growth and development strategies and establishing new organizations and affiliation process. We put a lot of attention to the membership growth and the development of the organizations together with the vice presidents assigned to Europe. The vice presidents are in the direct communication with assigned member countries. Probably as the national boards, you have already had your first calls and meetings with the vice presidents that are coordinating your groups. And since last year, there is a new model of cooperation between the councillors and vice presidents, which means that each EDC councillor is assigned to the vice president, and in that way is also assigned to a group of countries. And that person is a direct link and person that can provide you information and get the feedback on the ongoing basis if you're involved in the ongoing communication. So just to give you an example, as the EDC councillor, I am assigned to the group of countries managed by Vice President Olena, which is the group of 6, the so-called Big 6 countries. In that way, I can provide the information to these countries on what's going on from the JCI perspective. I can also get their feedback of what's needed, what are the expectations, what are the requests for trainings and additional support that we can then work on as a team in EDC. For any questions that you may have, I am very happy to address them and if needed include other experienced members to discuss further with you, provide the trainings. So feel free to connect with me via email and social media. In the meantime, I would like to invite you to the short presentation prepared by Alexandra, who will share with you the possibilities that are provided under the program Restart. Enjoy.
Hello everyone, and thank you, Joanna, for letting me present our brand new, still hot out of the oven program Restart. Just give me a second to share my screen because I have a little presentation prepared for this. Yeah, So just to get an idea, the Restart program is created by the EDC Intensive Support team, which is composed by me, Alex, and my dear and outstanding colleague Laurence from JCI Belgium. And together we created everything that composes this special program. And this program, Restart, is actually dedicated to JCI Europe National and Local organizations. Maybe you have heard the discussions about the need of an intensive support program for organizations that are in need, so that really need some intensive support. And based on this, we created this program. Then the structure of it is based actually on the JCI Action Framework. And it's also very focused to create a support program for national and local organizations who want to restart their activity and their organization during 2021 after going through a little struggle in the last period. So what you're going to get through this program is actually a national organizational diagnosis, but also a diagnosis for each and every one of your local organizations. After we've done the diagnosis and found out what your needs and what your hotspots are in your organization, we are going to develop a long-term strategy and a plan of action for the year of 2021. After the strategy and the plan of action are done, then we are going to tailor a special program, step-by-step support for you, which can include coaching, mentoring, training with specialists that you really need based on the needs analysis that we've done in initial part. And at the end of the year, everything will be wrapped up and your organization will be reevaluated based on all the work that we have done together and all the action that we have taken. This being said, there is a little trick about this program. We only will offer this program to 6 organizations that really need it, because we want to do a really good and impactful work this year. So we are going to focus very deep on these organizations. And the registration will be made with a form that is based on a scoring system. This means that the top 6 national organization that will get the top scores will be the ones that will get this program. So it's very important that we do give intensive support, but it's important who we give it to, because we need to focus on the organizations that really need it. Yay! And the most exciting part, this program will be launched at the APN on the 4th of February. So be sure to register. Go to the JCI Europe webpage on the EDC tab and please register for Intensive Support Restart program. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to write to me or Laurence on our email. So thank you again, Joanna, for letting me present this. Hopefully it's going to be of great impact for our national and local organization in Europe, and I'll leave you to it. Bye-bye.